Hi folks, it's me, Hannah. Hey, the you. I have reached a shore on the other side, or in my case, my side, the feminine side. Yeah. I'm talking about my transitioning journey, of course. Gender transitioning journey. Everybody's unique and circumstances may be different, but regardless, it's important to have a solid game plan, even if the road is not expected to be linear. This video is based on my own gender transitioning experience. Yours might be different from mine, but regardless, the solid game plan thing is important stuff. During my transitioning, I used a model that helped me keep track of my bearing and progress. I call it the U of transitioning. Brr, getting cold. I'm going to get me blanket. My mom's old heat blanket. Let's see. Low, medium, high. Really high. Oh, it does have 4 settings. I thought it only had 3. Okay, I think low settings enough. Ah, much better. Nice and warm. To be or not to be? To be. Of course, I need my eraser. All right. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little model. So the key feature is its U-shaped basin. It's a U-shaped basin, but it's not like a bowl. It's actually more like a river, right? Right. Okay. So if we imagine this as a basin with like a body of water, and we have 2 shores. So this shore, we could call it the origin shore. Or a departure shore. And this shore, we could call it the destination shore. Or arrival shore. This body of water that divides the 2 shores is deep and wide. That said, it is possible to travel from one shore to the other shore. In this model, successfully reaching the other shore signifies successful completion of the transitioning journey. So in my case, I was a male here, and then now I'm a female. But there's a catch. catch is there's this transparent wall in the middle that equally divides the body of water lengthwise into two sides. So there's the female side, the male side, right? I'm basing this on my own experience. So I'm a male to female transgender. So this male side, female side. Here the wall stands pretty tall above the surface of the water. So this is the surface of the water and goes in pretty deep below the surface of the water. The wall is neither infinitely high nor infinitely deep, meaning there's a limit to this wall. Okay, so above the water level, so this is the water level, the wall is tall enough to discourage any human from successfully jumping over to the other side. So, right? Below the water level, the wall is deep enough to reach the desolate depths of poor visibility. So if we imagine that this is really, really deep, the visibility, might be a bit poor here because of poor lighting and stuff. And that could effectively impede the senses of bearing and could possibly break the spirit of any human attempting to dive below the bottom edge of the wall to cross over to the other side. So this area, it's like without proper planning, without a solid game plan, proper calculations, etc., proper support, proper guidance. This is an area where the person could easily get lost and or discouraged. So feeling lost and discouraged could mean the person might try to swim back up, to the surface of the water, but since the person may not have crossed over to the other side, then the person might end up, coming back up on the origin side of things, and that might end up being an effort wasted, basically. But it is not impossible, because it is possible to cross over to the other side this way. Okay, so this wall here is transparent and see-through. So this side is visible to this side is visible to this side. The wall barrier has a cool little feature at the water surface. So this is the water surface. On each of the sides, it has a plank where humans could easily reach. So a plank here, a plank here. It's a nice spot for those who want to take a break from the origin shore, but don't want to cross all the way. These planks, this plank on this side can be easily reached from this shore by simply traveling across the surface of the water body. And this side, humans from this shore can reach this plank by simply traveling across the surface of the water body. No deep diving required for either side, no high jumping required for either side. It's a nice spot for those who want to take a break from the origin shore, but don't want to cross all the way. Visiting this plank area signifies cross-dressing and our temporary gender role playing of a different gender without committing to the irreversible permanent changes. So irreversible permanent changes is like actually crossing over to this side. Cross-dressing. Cross-dressing. Gender role. I guess we could say alt. Alt gender role. Yep. But neither of these planks are an actual shore. So each of the planks lack amenities and perks only available at an actual shore. While this may be enough for many transgenders to feel a sense of relief, to simply visit a plank, the rest may need to actually cross over to the other side to feel a sense of relief and satisfaction. So, the U of transitioning So, as I mentioned earlier, successfully crossing to the other side and reaching the other shore by diving deep is possible, but it requires a solid game plan. Having a clear sense of things and being able to set realistic expectations can go a long way in helping to improve the chances of successfully reaching the other shore. What I'm trying to say is probably not the best strategy to expect to reach the other shore by simply holding the breath instead of actually like diving in proper gear, equipment, and support. Simple model, simple system, but when used in conjunction with a properly calculated timeline, it can be an amazing little progress positioning system during the transitioning journey over to a shore on the other side. Yep. There may be a point during the transitioning journey where it's easy to get disoriented or discouraged, especially like in the model where the journey approaches the bottom edge of the transparent wall thingy. Knowing that the journey is about to take a positive turn, about to enter the other side and about to come back up on the surface on the other side, it can mean the difference between giving up and going back and proceeding and successfully reaching the destination. Yep. So yeah, this model really helped me a lot. Laters. The